guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Xochitl. If you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, especially if you love affordable makeup tutorials, reviews, demos, and more. So today I wanted to talk about, or rather do a tutorial using makeup products $10 or less. So nothing here is more than $10, and depending where you live, I'm from Chicago, but depending on where you live and or you're Texas, you might even be able to find these for way cheaper as well. I will link down below my video of my top 10 drugstore makeup products. In case you guys missed that, you should totally check it out. Also, just subscribe so you can keep up with all the affordable favorite products, great products that I love and that you totally need in your life. So if you guys want to see how I got this look using makeup products $10 or less, then just keep on watching. So I've already gotten this eye started, and I've added concealer to this lid to prep as opposed to using an eyeshadow base. So I'm going to go into the Wet n Wild Rose in the Air palette. I'm just going to take this like bone colored white shade, and I'm just going to use that just to set that eyeshadow base or concealer, as you will. Now I'm going to go in with this shade called Transition. It's like a nice camel colored shade, and a fluffy brush. This is a Sigma E40 brush. We're just going to use this as the transition shade. Just going to go a little bit above the crease, and we're going to blend that out. Feel free to add more as needed, depending how intense you kind of want this, but as you can see, it doesn't need too much help. Wet n Wild, these $5 palettes, $5 for this palette. You can buy two and still not go over $10. Maybe with tax, or if they have a special, I would totally recommend picking these up, but I love them. Next, I'm going to go in with this orange shade right here, and this is a Morphe M433 brush, and this one I'm pretty much going to take in the crease. It's totally okay if you go on the lid because we're going to cover that up as well. And for this shade, we're pretty much just going to do a matte, all matte shade this eye look, sorry. Pretty much just gonna go all matte. You can totally do the red, but as I'm patting, I'm also kind of blending that color. So pack that on and then blend all around. Just easier if you kind of blend as you go, as opposed to just patting and packing everything all at once and then taking a brush and blending everything together, because I don't know how that would work in general. But basically, once again, just getting the intensity that I want, which it did not take much, it did not take long. And don't worry, I specifically didn't do my face or anything beforehand because I knew I was going to have fallout, which is totally fine. The key to this look is going to be blending. So next we're going to go in with this red, this like deep red shade, and just any flat brush if you're liking. This is just a brush that came in a set. This is like just a affordable crown brush set, and we're just going to pack this on to the lid. If you have like a dark or a red eyeshadow base, you can also use that to kind of prep and really get to stand out. But as you can see, this is just like the eyeshadow, and these are standing out very nicely. And like I said, you can wipe anything off. I'm just using a baby wipe. If you want to use makeup wipes, you can do that as well. Going back in with that brush that we used for that orange shade, just going back in, no additional product. You can add a little bit more if you want, but I'm just going in and blending out those edges so that the red and the orange kind of meet together, as opposed to looking like a harsh transition. So just going back and forth and blending. Honestly, blend and add and blend until you get the finished look that you want. Now that we have that cleaned up, I've actually already gone ahead and added my brows, as you saw, and I use my Wet n Wild retractable brow pencil, which is less than $5, so bonus there. You can buy two for less than 10. And I've gone in and added my e.l.f. poreless putty primer, which is only $8. I have dry skin and I love it. For like certain foundations, it's just even better than some of my hydrating foundations or some of my hydrating primers, works really, really well. So $8. Now that we've kind of let that sink into the skin, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to switch it up. I wanted to find a foundation that was $10 or less, so I'm going to bring out my Colourpop No Filter Foundation as Stix, and hopefully this shade works for me. I feel like my tan is kind of fading a little bit. This one is in the shade Medium 81N, and I haven't used this foundation stick in a while, but I remember I actually really did like this. I like the foundation sticks. It was the, what do you call it, the liquid that honestly just was not the best for dry skin. It was fine, but it was like, maybe in the summertime. Oof, but this one just glides on so nicely, and it's only $10. Now for my brush, I believe this is a crown brush, just a round top foundation brush, and I like foundation brushes like this in general, just something really packed, because I feel like these do a great job of blending out stick foundations. Bring that down, really just melt it into the skin and just press it in, and once your skin kind of warms up to it, it just kind of blends up. And look at how that covered that freaking like redness that I had, the redness down here. It is just covering everything. I'm just like breaking out like crazy though. I feel like I'm just stressing for no reason. Just posted a meme like Geminis were the reasons for our own stress and depression from overthinking things. It's like, you really don't need to be stressed about this, but the fact that you're overanalyzing, you're doing it to yourself. I know this. Now I'm gonna go ahead and let that sink in, and we're gonna go in with our $6 concealer, the e.l.f. 16-Hour Wear Camo Concealer, and I'm gonna go in and start cleaning up underneath my eyes and highlighting my face. Blend that in, and this is actually, what do you call it? What that L'Oreal. What do you call it? Sponge? Haven't used this one in a while. Still works good. It's probably like, I like it. It's just not my like absolute favorite sponge. If I had to have favorite affordable sponges, for sure, number one is the Morphe sponge. And then I think number two, I would actually have to give that to, I'm trying to think which ones do I use the most. Yeah, number two would definitely be Flower Beauty. And then, I'm trying to think what other affordable sponges do I have. I did like the Sonia Kashuk one a lot. I think for coverage, that one was really great. But it didn't last as long. Like, you know, some sponges, they only have a certain lifespan. I totally understand. Also, for cleanliness purposes, you should only keep them around for a while. But yeah, the Sonia Kashuk one would last longer. You know, that one was a really great option too. The e.l.f. sponge. Oh, there you go. e.l.f. sponge. I like that one. I still think the Flower Beauty one's just a little bit better. I feel like the e.l.f. sponge, what do you call it, just kind of soaks up foundation a little bit more, which is totally fine if I'm using affordable foundation. But if I'm using my Luminous Soak, my Armani foundation, which costs $62, we are not soaking any of that up. The e.l.f. sponge is good. I still like the Real Techniques, but honestly, since the Morphe, I just don't reach for it. This would definitely be like one of my last ones. Actually, I think I prefer this more than the Maybelline one. The Maybelline was okay. The, what do you call it, Wet n Wild one was also okay. To set that, I'm going to go in with my NYX HD finishing powder. And we're just going to take a Real Techniques setting brush and just pat that underneath. Next, we're just going to finish up underneath the eyes really quickly, and we're just going to take a little bit of that red shade and just like a little pencil brush. Be careful, we're probably going to get some fallout. So if you want to add like extra powder down there to catch anything, I would do that. But just make sure, just try to tap off as much excess product. But look, that is pretty freaking pigmented. Next, what I am going to do is I'm going to add a liner, just a little line, because we want pretty much the smokiness to stand out. And then I'm going to go ahead and add my lashes. For my liner, I'm going to use my NYX Matte Liquid Liner. It's the only one I use. I need a new one, actually, because that's how much I use it. And I'm going to go ahead and add some Ardell Wispy Lashes. So I'm going to pop those on, and I'll be right back. Next, I'm going to take my Flower Beauty Heat Wave Bronzer. This is $9. $9, close to 10 depending where you get it from. But even the Flower Beauty website said $9. Weirdly enough, it said like more expensive at Walmart. So I'm just gonna go in. I haven't used this one in a while. Ooh, but I kind of missed it. And someone had commented on one of my videos asking like what shade it was and everything. This one, by the way, is it in the shade L1 Sunrise. So this is like the lighter of the two, which it looks like it's going to be a lot more cooler tone, but it's definitely not. So just keep that in mind. But it's just got like a nice baked effect. It goes on more matte, so it's not like super shimmery. So I know like Milani had that baked, but it was like more of like a baked shimmer bronzer. So it wasn't my absolute favorite. I prefer something more on the matte side. Like I get it for like summer glow, but still I was like, meh. Then we're just gonna go back in with that NYX HD finishing powder. Just gonna clean up underneath. In case she went a little too low anywhere. Just to give it a sharper effect. For my blush, did you guess? Another Flower Beauty product. Their Flower Pots blush in the shade Peach Primrose. I use this in like almost every video and real life, and it's like I haven't even hit pan. A little bit goes a long way. Just gonna go in with a clean brush. It's just like a e.l.f. brush that came in a set, and I'm just gonna blend everything to my heart's desire. Make sure we don't have any harsh lines. For my highlight, I'm going to take out a favorite. This is the Milani highlight in the shade 02 A Day Glow. This is their strobe light highlight. Another one where it's like I've used so much and it looks like I've barely touched it. It's like just a beautiful gold highlight. You probably don't even need to swirl that much. Ooh. Can you tell what my favorite part of makeup is? Is highlight. Lipstick too, but highlight's just more fun. It can be. Ooh. Oh, speaking of which, guess who hasn't chosen their lipstick? Me. I wasn't sure where we're going. Would you do a nude lipstick or a vampy lip with this? I can go either way. Just to brighten things up a bit, I'm going to take a little bit on my pinky finger, and I'm just going to add some right there. I'm going to ponder the lip because it has to be, I think I'm leaning towards vampy, but we'll see because it also has to be less than $10. So let me get back to you. So I think I know what combo I'm going to do and not go totally nude, totally stark nude, something between a little bit more color. So I'm going to go with my LA Girl lip liner and keep it spicy. Next, for my lipstick, I'm going to use one of my favorites, the Milani Amore Satin Matte Liquid Lipstick or Liquid Lip Cream. So we're going to go ahead and use that. Probably didn't need the lip liner. Thought it would be a little bit darker. So that is a completed look. Pretty easy and simple. I was just kind of like, what time is it? I actually did this pretty quickly using makeup products, $10 or less. Very affordable. A lot of these things, especially if you've been watching my channel, you probably already have. If not, you totally should have here in your makeup kit, your makeup arsenal. I think you're really going to enjoy these, but that's the fun of affordable makeup products. You can have way more than if you took a trip to Sephora and bought one thing for $50. But I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup look. Comment down below if you want to see some more of these makeup looks of $10 or less using products that are $10 or less, $7 or less, $6. I'll link some other videos down below that I have made with more affordable products. Check out my Ballin' on a Budget playlist to find some more affordable favorites. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to keep up with all of my videos, and I'll see you guys next time.